am a licensed advisor with GREATWAY Financial Incorporated. I'm licensed in Ontario, Manitoba, Quebec, and currently working to get my license for British Columbia. So I'm here to share with you the importance of having ISA life insurance. And we are here to talk about, it's a conference about healthcare and the medical sector. So the question is, why do you think it's important to have a life insurance policy? Most people don't know. Let me talk like an immigrant from Africa. I come from a country where most of us don't think about buying or obtaining a life insurance policy. So why is it important, especially in Canada, to protect your own life? Most people who have cars, they'll think about protecting their car when you have car insurance, or protecting their home. Don't you think your life is much more important and it's worth protecting? So let us talk about some of the benefits and why we should purchase a life insurance policy. Now, most of the times people don't want to purchase because somebody will argue and say, if I purchase a life insurance policy, it's the beneficiary that is going to benefit after my death, but that's not really the case. Most people don't know that if you have a life insurance policy, it's an asset. The way you can say, my house is worth this much, my car is valued at this much. If you buy cash value life insurance, could be universal life or whole life, you have an asset in this country.
That's right.
Yes? So let us look at the statistics in this country. We are living in Canada. 24% of Canadians will die young. By young, I mean before they attain the retirement age of 65. That is what I mean. That means 76% will live beyond the age of retirement age, that is 65 and beyond. So what happens if life is short? How will your family survive? How will they live? We are working hard for our families. We are working hard to give our people a better life. So what happens if that income is lost? What become of them? What will become of them? Something else to think about. In Canada, most people might not know, but the average cost of a funeral is 30,000 Canadian dollars. Who has that money in case life is short? Let me speak as an immigrant from Kenya. It was in the news. Kenyan refugees are coming here. A Kenyan lady died. We needed 40,000 Canadian dollars to repatriate that body back to Kenya for burial. An income has been lost. She was a mother. The husband had died. She has left 3 children with no income, and they're supposed to live and survive in this harsh economy where the inflation rate is 3.5%. Think about that. It's important to protect your life. It's not just about you, it's about the people that depend on your income. We actually say life insurance is love insurance. You take it because you love your family. You take it because you want to protect your family. You want the best for them. You want to secure their future. So think about that. But I'm not here to talk about death. I said we live in a country where 76% of Canadians will live beyond the age of retirement. Did you know that with a life insurance policy, you can use it as a retirement investment? Did you know with a life insurance policy, you can grow your money tax-free at a good rate of return? The money is invested in big companies, the S&P 500. Most of us go to Walmart. Most of us go to Loblaws. Are you making any money from them? With time as we age. Right now, in Canada, you can do as many jobs as you want. But you know, the more you work, the more you are taxed. If you get a product that can grow your money at least at 8% rate of return, isn't that a good product? If life is short, you are protected. If life is long, you are growing your money within the policy. You can access your money in 3 ways. We'll talk about that later when you come to see me for a consultation. I'm hoping to see you. So what else can life insurance do for you? In this country, if you are planning to buy a home, most people work hard to invest in a house. If you put a 5% down payment on a home, you are supposed to have mortgage insurance by law. By law. If you go to a typical financial institution, you get approved for for a house, right? And you have 5% down payment. By law, you're supposed to have mortgage insurance. If you take a typical mortgage insurance from a bank, who is the beneficiary? It's the bank, because the bank wants to make sure in case death occurs, the mortgage will be paid off. But did you know that you can use your life insurance policy as your mortgage insurance? Wow. Then let's look at the vice versa. Let's say you have put 20% down payment on your first home. Let me say your first home. Of course, by law, you don't need the mortgage insurance. But what happens if death is to occur and you have not, the mortgage has not been finished paid off? What do you think the bank will do? They'll repossess the house because they need to sell it off to get the money that they need to recover, right? So it's still advisable to protect your house with a life insurance policy. And sometimes if you're a first-time home buyer, right, they will still insist for you to have a mortgage insurance. So by having a life insurance policy, you are killing many birds with one stone, right? The policy comes with critical illness. What is critical illness? This is Statistics Canada. 1 in every 6 Canadians will be diagnosed with critical illness at least once in their lifetime. At least once. So why is it important to have critical illness? We all know when you go to hospitals, the provincial government has made it such that we don't need to pay anything. But in case our client is diagnosed with critical illness, let me give an example. We're talking about cancer. Cancer is the in thing right now. Like most countries, most people are suffering from cancer. God forbid. But in case somebody is suffering from cancer and you are receiving treatment, and yes, you'll battle the cancer, I mean, the person might battle the cancer and still survive. But if they are done with the treatment and they need to go home and recover, you cannot go back to work immediately. That's where the critical illness comes in. We say for critical illness, we don't recommend you, or we don't recommend a client to take the critical illness because they died. But you need it because you survive the disease. People have a way of fighting the toughest of situations and diseases. So it's very important to have it to protect your income. Those are some of the benefits of having the life insurance policy. Last but not least, I am a Christian. I believe we said a prayer when we started this meeting. What does the Bible say? The Bible says, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So it's not just about us, it's about the next generation to come. What are we leaving behind for them to start life with? The average rate of inflation in Canada is 3.5% annually. Sometimes it can hit 6%. Can you imagine the next generation coming to struggle financially to make ends meet? We don't want that. We are here to leave a better legacy for them, to make things easier for them. And we can do that by having a life insurance policy. I would honestly like to sit one-on-one with you. I like knowing my clients. I do a financial needs analysis, and I recommend solutions based on your budget and your goals in life. We go to see a doctor annually for checkup. So who does our financial checkup? Who does our financial checkup? Thank you. So I would love, my desk is there. GREATWAY Financial. We are saying we are planting seeds today for our future tomorrow. And as we say, most of the wise man says the best time to plant a seed is today, not tomorrow. Last but not least, I just want to take note of this. With life insurance, we say, take it when you can qualify for it. Because before an application is approved, they check the medical information bureau of the client. Sometimes somebody can think, I have all the time to do this, I can take it next year or later. How about your insurability? Our health is not always guaranteed. And as they say, our health is the #1 source of wealth. So for one to qualify for just regular life insurance, you have the person must be insurable. And that means they need to be healthy. So think about that. I'm open for any questions, and thank you for your time.